Hello there, welcome to Edutainer 2020 channel. This is Ram from Seattle. So I'm here to talk to you about a bunch of different things, including the format of these videos and what do I mean by tracks and channels and what you can expect over the next few weeks. So one thing that you will see me doing during these videos is I'll be looking at my pet notebook that I love because there are so many things that I want to talk to you about. And I do not want to miss out on anything, okay? So please excuse this notebook. So the first thing I want to tell you is about the format of these videos. So we are going to have a two-part kind of a format. Now, what do I mean by a two-part format? Well, for every single concept that we talk about, there will be one video, at least one video, I should say, that talks about the concept. Okay, we will pick examples from real life, and sometimes we may use Excel workbooks. Sometimes we may use, really cool visuals to kind of explain that concept. And this video will be followed by another video that contains Python code inside of a Jupyter notebook that actually implements this concept. Okay, so two parts to it. That is going to be the format. And we will try to upload videos every single week. And because I get time to make these videos only during Saturdays and Sundays, you can expect to see the videos being uploaded, new videos being uploaded every weekend or on Mondays. And the other thing that I want to talk to you about are the tracks. So this channel will have several tracks. So we are starting off with the data science track, okay? And this will contain context, information about data science, statistics, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, and the like. Okay, and one of these tracks is what I call as the model evaluation track that we have started right now. The model evaluation track, as the name suggests, tells you how to evaluate a model. Okay, so you have done all the hard work and built a machine learning model, okay, a supervised machine learning model. And if you do not understand what a supervised machine learning model is, don't worry, we will have a bunch of those videos coming up sometime, like say in 3 or 4 weeks down the lane, okay? So where was I? Yeah, we are trying to evaluate a model. So how do you evaluate a model? Which single number can you use that tells you if your model is good, bad, or just okay, okay? And the metric or the number that you are going to calculate to tell you that will depend on what kind of a model that is. Okay. Yeah, is your model a regression model, which means are you trying to predict a continuous variable like say the stock price of Amazon? Or is it a classification model? Are you trying to predict if it's going to rain or not? Okay, or maybe something that has more than 2 categories. Okay, there are classes. So, and this chart actually, or this flow chart actually tells you some of the ways that you can proceed. So take a good look at it. You may want to pause the video at this point. Okay. So essentially what you are seeing is that there is the root mean square deviation that you sometimes use for regression models. That tells you how far off your predictions are from the actual values for y, or the target variable. And you can also use r squared, which is more fundamental and is more statisticsy. Or you can use things like fraction error, or you can use absolute error. There are a bunch of these measures as pointed out here. And if it's a classification model, you can use things like accuracy if both the classes are equal. Or you may want to use a receiver operator characteristic curve to come up with or to compute the area under the curve. That's another way of doing it. Or if there are, the classes are unequally balanced, you may want to use a measure like the F1 score or the Matthews correlation coefficient, or MCC. Okay, we are going to talk about all these things in some of the coming videos. Okay. So that is one track that I talked to you about inside the data science track. You can also call it the sub-track, not subtract, sub-track. And we will also have the other track, which is challenges with real-world data sets. Okay, I'm really excited by this. So one of the first videos that we have uploaded here talks to you about what to do when you're making a classifier, to classify things, and the number of rows of the training data that you have belonging to the different classes are unequal or unbalanced. Okay. And then we will also talk about other things like what are some of the best practices for imputing null values, and how would you decide if you can drop a column or a row, and all that kind of stuff. And we'll also talk about distributions, what can we do about if your data is not normally distributed. Before that, we will talk about what is a normal distribution, okay? So all this and much more coming up. So please stay tuned and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.